Can you believe more than 1 billion minutes of TV was watched during the one-day International Cricket World Cup final match between India and Australia in 2023? More than 59 million viewers were watching the final match concurrently only on one TV channel. The T20 World Cup final in 2024 was viewed by 53 million people. Cricket as a sport has 2.5 billion fans globally. It is the second most popular sport after football. In this episode, we explore global reach and increasing popularity of cricket as a sport. We also look at how the epicenter has been shifting from England to other parts of the world. Welcome to Where.Channel. In this channel, we deep dive into issues of significant importance from a geographical perspective. Cricket is a bat and ball game played between two teams, each consisting of 11 players. The game is played on a large, circular or oval-shaped field with a rectangular 22-yard-long pitch at the center. This game is closer to baseball. The primary objective of the game is to score more runs than the opposing team. Runs are scored by hitting the ball and running between the wickets or by hitting the ball to the boundary of the field. There are two teams of 11 players each who play in a large grassy field with a central pitch. The pitch has two sets of wooden stumps. These stumps are called wickets. The batter uses a wooden flat bat while the bowler uses a hard leather-covered ball. The rest of the bowling team tries to stop the run by catching the ball hit by the bowler. Unlike other games which typically have only one format, cricket has three major formats. Traditionally, cricket is played in test format, which is a multi-day affair with about 5 days for each team to play 2 innings. Another most common format is one-day international (ODI), where each team has 50 overs to bat. The matches typically last around 8 hours. It is the most popular and has been commonly adopted across the world. Recently, 20-over crickets, which is termed T20, is being popular. It lasts typically around 3 hours. Cricket originated in England, with the first recorded adult match in 1611. The sport developed there throughout the 17th and 18th centuries, with the first laws of cricket drawn up in 1744. England remained the center of cricket during its early spread to other countries. Cricket is hugely popular in countries like India, Australia, England, Pakistan, South Africa, and the West Indies. For these reasons, cricket is often seen as more than just a sport, but a part of the cultural fabric. Cricket popularity is also increasing in Northern America like Canada and the USA. The cricketing epicenter has been shifting significantly over time, moving from England to other parts of the world. During the 18th and 19th centuries, cricket spread to various British colonies as England began their colonial spree. At its height in the early 20th century, the British Empire held sway over 412 million people, 23% of the world population at the time, and covered 35.5 million square kilometers, 24% of the Earth's total land area. With the global British expansion, cricket expanded too. North America was one of the first regions outside England to adopt cricket in the late 17th century. The first recorded cricket match in the USA was in 1709, and by the mid-19th century, cricket was played in nearly 22 states. Philadelphia became an unlikely epicenter of American cricket in the 19th century, with the first cricket club exclusively for Americans established at Haverford College in 1833. It is also to be noted that cricket was the sport for elites in Northern America for the longest time. Cricket was introduced by British traders of the East India Company in the early 18th century. The first match recorded in India was played in 1721. Over time, the sport became popular among the Indian elite and later among the masses. Currently, India is both a cultural and economic center of cricket. In India, more than 50% of the urban population follows cricket in one form or another. Cricket was brought to Australia by British colonists in the early 19th century. The first recorded match in Australia took place in Sydney in 1803. The sport quickly grew in popularity and led to the establishment of domestic competitions. Cricket was introduced to the Caribbean islands by British colonists and soldiers in the 18th century. The sport took root particularly in Jamaica and Barbados, becoming a unifying activity in the diverse islands. Cricket reached New Zealand with British settlers in the mid-19th century, with the first recorded match taking place in 1842 in Wellington. The ICC currently has 108 member nations, 12 full members that play test matches, and 96 associate members. Among those associate members, 8 countries are assigned temporary ODI status. This status means these teams are one tier above than the rest of the associate members. However, they are still not members of the elite club. While the traditional cricketing powers remain strong, the sport has been growing in popularity in other countries. Afghanistan has seen a remarkable rise in cricket since the early 2000s, with the national team achieving test status in a short period. The United States cricket team is now competing in international matches. Cricket is gaining popularity in countries like the Netherlands, United Arab Emirates, and Nepal. The International Cricket Council recently proposed the new finance model. This model allocates $231 million of revenue to India, which is 38.5% of ICC's total earning of ICC. The second highest earning countries are England and Australia, which only receive 6.9 and 6.25% respectively. This shows that both the financial, administrative, and cultural epicenter of cricket is shifting to India and the Indian subcontinent. The revenue and the popularity comes from the passionate players, fans, and followers of cricket in these countries. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe for the content with geographical perspectives.